What's happening? What's happening, people? It's Monday. Um, you know, trying to get just leaving the gym and things of that nature, and trying to get my workout in. And yeah, we all got vices. We all have vices. Um, this is one of mine. So I'm doing a Avo Classic. If you don't know, ask somebody. But if you know, Avo produces a solid product. Um, solid product. It has more. A lot of the stuff that they do have a little bit more oakiness to it. So if you're a fan of the oaky taste palette, this will be a great cigar for you. Great price point on them. They're usually anywhere between say 10 to maybe 12, $13. Sometimes they can get a little bit expensive. They do have the one line that has a little bit more peppery to it. That's usually anywhere between 16 and 17. But it's a solid cigar. You know what I'm saying? So I would recommend it to anyone that is looking for something that's going to be pretty much refined, good tobacco, and it's just going to give you a good smoke. It's going to give you a good smoke. It breathes pretty well. Um, you don't know if you can see it, but smoke is coming through the front of it, coming through the top of it. So it's that's what it is. Um, we have to get in the space where people recognize when they are about to awake positions in people that they've been dormant for a while. You know, and what I mean by that is this: people have a tendency to take your kindness for a weakness. Because you may be even keel, don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much, you stay to yourself and things of that nature. They think that they can hustle you. You um, don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. People get caught up in with going back and forth and thinking that, oh well, they slick with it, or they ain't gonna do anything. You never know what a person is gonna do. You never know what a person is gonna do, and you never know to what extent they're gonna do it too. Um, you know, I can speak from a personal situation. Back in the day when I was a lot younger, did some things that you know it kind of put me in a bad position. I ate it, but it took me a while to actually get over it and to let it just subdue and really kind of let it go. It took me about 2 to 3 years, and boy, it cost me a lot. It cost me a lot. Mentally, it cost me a lot. Financially, it cost me a lot. Emotionally, it cost me a lot. It cost a lot. And so, when I talk to people, and I'm talking to you guys here, I talk because I want to see people heal. I want to see people not go through situations that can, be not done. You know, so you got to be able to be in a position where you can say, okay, I see where this is going. Just like I tell anybody, listen, I understand the hustle. I understand the game. If a person comes to you and they say, hey, listen, this is the information that I have. It doesn't coincide with the information that you're presenting. And you continuously telling me this is how it is. And I'm telling you, I have information that it's not that way. If you continue to keep going down that road, all you're going to do is piss a person off even more, because now they gave you the opportunity to let it go. They gave you the opportunity to let it ride. And I tell people all the time, listen, man, I understand the hustle. So if you try to hustle, I understand it. But if I catch you in the hustle, don't continue to keep trying to do the hustle, because now you become disrespectful. Now you're being disrespectful. And now what you're telling a person is, forget you. I don't care anything about. Let me clear some of the smoke out. What you're saying to me in that is that you don't care anything about the position that I'm in. And if you don't care about anything about the position that I'm in, then why should I care about yours? Even swap, no swindle. People come off and they're gonna tell their version or their side of the story. And it's always gonna be but then what happens and what comes around that day when you truly need someone and you done effed over them? And those days are gonna come, because with every situation, you gotta understand, every situation is going to have a reaction. If I am in a situation where I don't have the time, the energy, and the presence to play around, deal with things, all that other stuff, I'm telling you up front, I don't have that time or energy. And then if you continue to keep manipulating my time, because my time is very valuable. And as you get older, you realize how valuable your time is. Your time is extremely important, because you can never get time back. If I sit here and I spend 45 minutes dealing with the situation, having a conversation with someone that really doesn't appreciate what it is that I'm saying, I can never get that time back. I've just wasted 30 to 45 minutes dealing with someone that doesn't want to, they don't want to listen. They don't want to take the information that I give to them and try to say, hey, you know what? Maybe this is a different way of looking at it. Maybe this is a different way of thinking about it. But then every time you turn around, you're saying the same story. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We got to get better. We got to. I keep stressing, we got to get better. We got to get better. We got to get better. Because look who's watching us. If you have family, if you got children, they're watching you. If you have loved ones, they're watching you. You can have friends. They're watching you. So be very mindful of what it is that people are doing around you. And everybody don't have your best interest at heart. That was a hard lesson. That was a hard lesson. Everybody don't have your best interest at heart. Everybody don't treat you the way that you treat them. Everybody don't know how to appreciate a person that is down for them, truthful to them, communicate with them, and things of that nature. So figure it out. Figure it out. I try to be a sounding board. I try to, I want to be a sounding board to assist and help people and try to get them in the right direction, just as myself. It's a struggle, and it's a struggle every day to get up and do what you got to do, and do it with a smile, and do it with a laughter in your conversation. It takes a lot. I understand that concept when David Banner I'm talking about the Hulk, not David Banner the rapper, but David Banner the Hulk. When he said on the Avengers, he says, when Captain America says, "Hey, it's time for you to get mad," and he made the statement, he says, "I'm always mad. I work hard, very hard, to be calm." And that hit me like, whoa, that was a serious statement. A lot of people don't realize, as a man, we are always on the defense. We are always in a position where we are trying to go out here and deal with things on a day-to-day basis. People trying to take from you, people trying to steal from you, people try to endanger you. You're not going to get any pity. You're not going to get any, any remorse or empathy or sympathy. You're not going to get any of it. Oh, I feel sorry for you, but then they turn around and be like, well, that ain't got anything to do with me. So understand that as a man, you're not going to have that fallback. You're not going to be able to have anyone that's going to come to you and try to say, hey, here this is. So you got to go out there, you got to get it yourself. Now, some people choose to do it their way. I understand that there's repercussions behind that. Some people try to go out there and they try to do it the right way. And it just don't seem to work. And what you have to do is you have to sit back and reevaluate. You got to take some time back. You got to say, okay, well, hey, what am I doing what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Do I need to take a program, or do I need to take a class, or do I need to do something that'll empower me? Do I need to go and get into a mentorship program that will help and assist me? Those are the questions that you have to ask yourself. Where can I get the information that I need to get for me to get from point A to point B? What do I need to do to get from that situation to the other? And sometimes you got to have those hard questions that you got to answer. Sometimes people are not going to be on a ride with you. And that's okay. Because maybe they wasn't meant to be there. So, sorry for the adjustment. But sometimes people are just not in those particular spaces where they want to help, or they want to assist, or they want to help you out, which is cool. That's your right. You have your right to be that way. But don't downplay nobody. Don't talk about them. If you got somebody out there trying to do something positive, encourage them, because they could be doing something the other way. They could be in your house. They could be in your car. So, it's a blessing when you're able to walk into your home and you have nothing in there that nobody's trying to get, steal, take, or repo. So, it's a blessing that you're in that position. Don't ever look down on anyone because they don't have what they need to be successful. And let it go from there. we'll do it this way. So, once we identify what it is that we're trying to do, we're trying to accomplish, put yourself in a good space, mentally, physically, emotionally, and then you can start to grow and do things that you need to do for your family, for yourself, for your loved ones, for your husband, your wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever it is that you have. Heal. We all have to heal. We all got to become a better version of ourselves. We have to. That's a requirement. You have to grow. You have to expound. You have to get knowledge. You got to get information so that you can survive. You can't go out there doing the same routine, same hustle, and think that you're going to be able to do that for years. Because if it's a hustle, understand, that's a temporary thing. Hustling is a temporary decision. It's not long term. It's never meant to be long term. Hustle, finagle, get it out the mud. The longer you do that, the harder you become. And the harder you become makes it harder for people to enjoy you as a person, because you have this hard exterior that is not beneficial to no one. It's not even beneficial to you. It's not. It's not beneficial to you. So take the words that I've said, and I hope that you can utilize them, use them, apply it to your day-to-day routine. I don't care if you take a word from it, a phrase from it, or whatever. Make it work for you. Smoke well, my friends, and enjoy. Grow, please.